Welcome, dear pupils. Here is your teacher, Mrs. Sami Hammami. We are going to start our thorough revision for our back exam, including language, including as well all the summary of the main points seen in the course. You are going to be provided as well with activities and samples of back exams with keys, of course. And we are going to provide you with useful tips and recommendations. I hope you will enjoy our sessions, and of course we hope all to have a fruitful revision, and of course we need to get it to the top. Thank you. So let's enjoy and let's follow and let's concentrate, okay? Always never forget and always remember that you are making a movement towards the moon, all right? We're going to shine and we're going to get it. We're going to reach the moon, so let's enjoy and let's hope. Okay, so follow with us, all right? Okay, so as you see there, okay, so it's going to be what you call language grammar, right? Mainly grammar. So we're going to focus on some rules and main structures. Here, of course, accordingly with what we saw in all the lessons, all right? So here it's a thorough, okay, a whole, all right, a recapitulation with some examples, all right? I hope we follow. Starting with the first part, okay, what we saw there in unit number 1, all right, the first lesson there, okay, which is called parallelism. What's parallel structures or parallel words or parallel forms there? All right, so let's see what's the meaning there. Okay, starting with what is called parallelism, and it's look here, this keyword is the repetition, sometimes a tense, sometimes a form, sometimes a whole structure in one sentence. Example, what we saw in page 38, if you go back there, you're going to see one aspect of parallelism, okay, concerning, all right, okay, repetition, A, there is repetition of the same form. Form here, for example, the adjective form is repeated. Right? Useful and important. It's very important here to mention the linker. It makes right. Good. It's an indicator. Good. You can have parallel form, superlative. Still the same lesson. She is the best. The kindest and the most intelligent, all right? And as you see here, back again, it's the superlative form, which is in parallel. Just please remember punctuation, comma, linker, okay? So you see, if you are going element number 1, the punctuation here makes parallel. Element number 2, linker and makes parallel. And element number 3. Good. Here we are. You may wonder what's, if you like, the importance or what's the need. You are going to know when dealing with language exercises, mainly filling in the blanks or putting tense and form. It's an indicator, okay? It's going to be very helpful, and we will see this next. Right, so let's follow on. Okay, we can have also same form, still back again. All right, so we said it's the same form. Here the infinitive form, to welcome. We are honored to welcome you to our beautiful island and to be your host. So you see, still back again. Element number 1, here. Okay, linker makes parallel with element number 2. And here, repetition of the infinitive form. Repetition of the same tense as well. Look here. Okay. Here, the progressive, the past progressive. Sure. Element number 1, linker, makes parallel with element number 2. You see? And it's the same tense. Was preparing, was looking. Good. Right. Move on. Still, we can have parallel structures. Okay? Repetition of the same structure. So you see, it's very important, this word repetition. Okay? It's a key word, right? Okay, good. Here, same structure, meaning, for example, we have subject, verb, object. Here is the example. Okay, so I enjoy holidaying, comma, that's one, parallel, punctuation. I like summer outings, element number 2. Linker makes parallel with element number 2. I dream of traveling abroad. That's you are. Good. We have to mention and we have to remember. Okay? Very important. That punctuation is very important. Linkers, such as. Let's follow the remark there. Okay. Here we are. We have to note that the use of linkers, and the use of punctuation. Right there. Okay, the use of linkers and the use of punctuation is very important when using parallelism. Examples of important comma. We have the comma. Linkers like and, not only, but also, or. So when you find these words, okay, they help you to have parallel structures. Good. Let's move on now. What's coming next, right? Here, okay, that's as far as parallelism is concerned. We dealt with as well one, okay, important structure, and that is, and it was seen also with lesson number 1 in unit number 1. That's the use of use to and do plus base form, bare infinitive. Okay, expressing a past habit. Let's follow together. Okay, and remember this structure. Okay, there we are. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, it's trouble. Okay, we have to highlight it. Like that. Okay, use to plus base form and expresses past habit. Okay, or sometimes a repeated action in the past. Here, very important to mention, it's no longer true. No longer is, that action is not true now. Okay, it's a past habit. And here is the rule. Verb base form. Same as would plus base form. And it's almost the same. Express past habits or describing state or typical behavior in the past. All right, still again. Okay, you see? Always modals automatically with base form. All right, but here still past habit, but also mainly with behavior. All right, still referring to the past. Here is an example. All right, here is an example. We normally use, here it's just, a remark. When it's past, of course, didn't use to. Negative, put did, and then, all right. So here, of course, needless to say, okay, and have to remember, interrogative forms, negative forms, we introduce, all right, auxiliary. Here, of course, be in the past, did. Okay, we didn't use, or our grandparents didn't use to have internet, for example. Okay, or did they used to have internet connection? They didn't used to have internet connection. They used to sit together and drink tea and talk together. Right, good. Right here. Okay. So let's take these examples, why not? Our grandparents used to sit together and tell. You may say, pay attention here, it's not a present, but here it's a parallel. It refers here to parallel structure. You see, good. Base form, base form. You see the bare infinitive? That's it. Good. Right. Because they didn't. You see the negative form? They didn't use to have internet, for example, if you want connection or so on. Good. So you see there, used to, and here is your base form. That's past habit. That's here. You see the parallel structure? That's the same habit. Because, and here is the negative, if you want, form. Again, so the use of affixation. What do you mean by affixation? Okay. Affixation helps you to have a form, okay, new words. It can be a prefix or a suffix. So you see here the word itself. You have the fix, something, the root, and then you compose or you form, word formation. Okay, be it. Okay, in the beginning, I mean before, prefix, right? Or call it a suffix. Normally, suffixes are used to give new forms. Most of the time, prefixes are used to give, okay, antonyms, okay, different meanings, and so on and so forth. For example, advantage, disadvantage. You see, disadvantage. Happy, adjective form. Happiness, right? Good. Success, noun form, right? Success, right? Successful, you see? Beauty, beautiful, You see, this is a suffix. So let's say here what you call affixation. Right. So let's follow together. Okay. For example, namely negative prefixes. And as you see here, prefixes. Why negative prefixes? Because they are used, as I told you, at the beginning of a word, and they give its antonym. So, all right, they provide, if you like, antonyms, opposites, such as in and im, all right, etc., and so on and so forth. For example, we have possible putting a prefix. You see, here it is, right? Get its opposite, right? Normal, giving its antonym using, okay, abnormal. All right. This is as far as negative prefixes are concerned. Now, another affixation, which we call here, as I told you, suffixes. And they are used, as you see here, just remember what I told you, at the end of the word. Okay? Example, hood, like mother, motherhood, child, childhood, adult, adulthood. Here, as you see here, let's see here, forming nouns. From a noun, you form a noun. Noun plus hood, all right, gives you another noun. All right, it's giving, for example, here, right, brother, brotherhood, the fact of feeling that we are all brothers. Mother, that the period of that's the fact of being a mother, right? Okay, childhood, the period when you are children, etc. And that's it, okay? So from maybe the person, the fact, etc., to another form of noun. So here, pay attention and care for how to use nouns. For person, for general noun, referring to periods, referring to, okay, whatever. Let's follow on. All right, okay, good. Okay. We saw as well some, okay, verbs that can be followed with ing form. And here is very helpful if you are one day asked, okay, to put forms, etc. Or when you have examples with the verb, okay, here we are. That's verbs plus another verb. That's ing form. Namely, begin, stop, enjoy, deny, regret, imagine, avoid, risk, suggest. Example, she stopped eating, all right, to answer the phone. Okay. She was eating and then she stopped. Okay, that action. See, maybe you have she stopped to eat. That's the purpose. She stopped in order to eat, but she stopped eating. She stopped that action. All right, pay attention when you are following with ing or infinitive form. It depends, according, of course, to the context. What you want to express. That's what you call the function. Okay, here we relate utterance and function, both together. You cannot say things without having, all right, a function or something in mind to express. Here we are. Let's follow on. Okay, good. We saw, right, the superlative form. All right, of course, famous. The superlative form. Okay, you need one, what you call short adjective here. How short are you going to bring a meter and measure? Short in terms of syllables, right? What do you have? Okay, here we are. The omnipresent the is a key word, is an indicator, for example, in a language task. Activity, fill in the blanks or putting tense or form, all right. But you have here the, is very important, right? Plus your one syllable what you call short adjective and est, sometimes of, in, all is going to be also an indicator. All right. Our example here can mention she is the nicest, you see, girl, etc. All right, so you see the good. All right, pay attention with irregular adjectives. For example, the best. All right, here, remember, good. All right, comparative, better. Superlative, best. Okay. Good. All right. There we are. Good. So pay attention here. We don't say the goodest. Then the second here, it's a. When your adjective is a one syllable, or what you call short. B. You see the omnipresent here, we turn into long, or what we call two or more syllables. All right. Most, or its opposite, least, plus that adjective, etc. All right. For example, this is the most. This is the most beautiful city, right? Okay. Good. There we are. Okay. We saw also, okay, the use of the reported speech, and here we are. Okay, another one. Okay, how to use a reported speech. What's the meaning of a reported speech? As the word says, you report. See, so something is here, something is there, and I report it. But what you're going to report? Speech. Okay, so we're going to have, in a way, certain changes. Okay, namely, okay, you're going to keep the idea, is going to be there. But of course, the way from changing or reporting from a direct, now said speech into a reported, there are going to be certain changes, absolutely and surely. Okay, for example, there are going to be changes in the way. For example, now we speak, so there is direct. Okay, conversation. When we report, we say he or she or they said that the person is not now saying that story. That's reported. There's going to be reporting words, reporting verbs. Tense, of course, that the speech was said, for example, 1 hour ago. Okay, then the speech is now reported. In tenses, of course, maybe pronouns. Okay, maybe punctuation. Okay, surely, not maybe. All right, punctuation, tenses, pronouns, certain words. For example, say, now I'm feeling okay. I feel tired. Huh? Please, what did she say? My mother asked. Or she said that she was tired then, at that time, when she was speaking. So the now of the direct speech is going to change. Of course, there we are going to provide you with different, if you like, changes. Okay, now will be then, here will be there. Okay, I, maybe he or she or etc. All right, of course, tense in the present is going to be transformed into the past, etc. and etc. Let's follow together here. It's an example. Okay, so here, if you remember the lesson of Mrs. Marin at the travel agency when she came back from a package, okay, if you want, holiday, all right, and she was complaining that you said that airport taxes would be included, but they were not. You said that the hotel would be nice, but it was not. You said that we would enjoy our stay, but we did not. So you see, that means she was reporting what he previously said, and of course what's going to be now maybe feeling something, but complaining that he didn't, I don't know, fulfill or what he said, or okay. So let's see the different changes together. So here is an example, and we are going to follow what are the different changes. Okay, good. All right. Okay. For example, you see there a direct speech. You are using here future. Pay attention here for the inverted commas, because that's an indication of direct speech. Look at the reported speech. Look at the different changes. You see here, we are having what we call a reporting verb. Okay. We have a change in the pronoun. We have change here, etc. And, of course, no inverted commas. So here, different changes has to occur. So they change from the direct speech into the indirect speech. Of course, change in punctuation. Here it is. Okay. For example, direct. You will have something like that. Indirect. This is indirect or reported. Want, of course, they will disappear. We have here some reporting verbs, like here, said. Tenses. Okay, very important. Change in tenses. Okay, yes, we have change in tense. For example, simple present will change into simple past. Simple past will change into past perfect. Present perfect too. Certain modals, future, will, like what you have here in our example there. Okay. For example, can, certain modals, could. Okay, all right, etc. For example, certain words, pronouns as well. There's going to be change. For example, I, all right, maybe he or she, or etc. You. All right, we. Okay, it may be right. You. All right, for example, they. It depends on what you're expressing, you know. Okay, of course, needless to say, there's going to be as well changes in certain words. Certain words such as, for example, certain items, certain terms, for example, now may turn into then or at that time. All right, for example, here, reference of place, may turn there. For example, these, maybe that, etc. For example, tomorrow, it becomes, for example, the following day. Yesterday, the previous day. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so here are some, if you like, modification or some changes. So this is, if you want, my students, their pupils, as far as the main structure, the main grammar, all right, rules or whatever, okay, grammatical focus there, points are concerned in our first unit. So let's recapitulate and let's remember. You see, the use of parallelism, parallel structure, parallel forms, parallel, I don't know, phrases, etc. Of course, here very useful and very helpful when dealing with language tasks. And we will see this when we move into practice. Right, remember that punctuation is very important, the use of the comma to see parallel, right? Listing or something like that. Okay, we saw as well the use of affixation, all right? Prefixes to give opposite antonyms, all right? Certain suffixes to change form of words, etc., and so on and so forth. And of course, we saw as well some structures like a past habit, all right? Used to, of course, it can be parallel with would. All right, we saw as well the superlative form. Remember, the in the superlative is crucial, all right? It's an indicator. It helps you when you're filling in blanks or putting right form. But pay attention, for there are certain irregular adjectives, okay? Irregular list of everything is to be, okay, remembered. You have to, concentrate, and you have to remember it, and you have to learn it, okay? There is no rule. As well as when using prefixes or suffixes, suffixations, there is no rule, but you are going to know it through, using it and through looking at it, and of course their word formation. Good. And so as well, here is another very important point, which is the reported speech. The reported speech is mainly used when you are reporting, okay, events or reporting speech, reporting things. Okay, so you need a very important, of course, changes. For example, punctuation. When using indirect or reported speech, or for you are asking questions, you put, for example, a question mark, or you are making, expressing exclamation or surprise or excitement or etc. You're using maybe exclamation marks. When you are talking, you have a similar inverted comma. They're going to disappear when you are reporting. Of course, needless to say, changes in certain tenses as shown there, in certain words, etc. This is, my dear pupils, as far as Unit 1 main grammar points are concerned. Hope to see you next session, okay, and we will follow on. Thank you.